What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another free pick video. If you're new to my channel, every day I give out my 3 favorite player props. I give out a moneyline parlay, and then I give out a Hail Mary parlay at the end. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Quick recap on how the day went. From the last YouTube video, the 3 player props I gave out was James Harden over 4.5 rebounds. He finished with 4. Donovan Mitchell over 3.5 assists. He finished with like 9 or 10. And then LaMelo Ball under 4.5 3-pointers made. He ended up not playing. So I'm going to try to stay away from players that are like game time decision, just because typically they end up not playing just because the NBA is kind of soft. The money line parlay, though, we did smack that. So I gave out the Celtics, UNC, and the Stars. I mean, UNC absolutely throttled San Diego State. They won by like 30. It was never even close. The Celtics, they won by like 8, and then the Stars won in overtime. So that was a plus money parlay. So congrats if you guys rode with that one. And then over in VIP, we had a 1 and 2 day. So this was the first play here. We had the Stars, we had Louisville baseball, and then we had Notre Dame baseball. That one cashed pretty easily. Besides the Stars, they did win an OT, but they were controlling the puck the entire game. The next one, missed it by 1 leg. We had UNC, Texas baseball, Alabama, and Arkansas baseball. All of them hit except Texas baseball. I mean, they had so many chances. They were up 6-2 in like the 6th inning. Then they gave up 5 runs, ended up going to extra innings. They had like 4 innings in a row where all they had to do was score 1 run and they would have won. They just could not get the job done. Super unfortunate. I believe they were 17-1 going into today. So their second loss of the year just so happened to be when we were on them. So unfortunate there. And then this one, we missed by 1 leg again. We had the Oilers, Winnipeg Jets, Oregon State baseball, and LSU baseball. Everything hit besides the Winnipeg Jets. I mean, the Jets were favored to win this game. I just did an alternate line of plus 2.5 just to secure like a safety bet, and they still just got throttled by, I think they ended up losing by 4 because they gave up an empty netter in the last couple seconds. So super unfortunate. The worst thing about this too was to start the day. So I gave out, what was this? 3 plus 4 plus 4. I gave out 11 legs total. The first 9 legs hit. So after the first 9 legs, we had this one that already cashed. We had these 3 greened, and then we had these 3 greened. So we only needed either Texas to win or Winnipeg to not lose by more than 2, just to profit on the day. And unfortunately, they both just absolutely chalked. So it is what it is. We always bounce back. It's very rare that we lose twice in a row to Vegas. If we pull up my... So these are the VIP stats for the last 21 days. All of these are parlays too. So none of these are like straight bets. These are all parlays that I send out to my VIP clients. So we had our 5th losing day over the last 21 days, which brings our run to 38-17, and we're still up 30.9 units, which is unheard of. So if you're a $100 unit better, you're still up over $3,000 over the last 3 weeks. Even if you're just a $10 unit better, you're still up over $300 over the last 3 weeks. So hard to complain. All I know is the line makers in Vegas better be ready for war tomorrow, because we don't lose back-to-back days. So if you've been debating on getting in VIP, today is probably the best day to do it, because we typically don't lose back-to-back days against Vegas. Here's a couple of the options. If you go to my Winnable store, winnable.com/bookiebandits, I'll drop the link down in the description. We have 2 lifetime passes left, and if you use code ROCKETS, you're going to get 80% off that total price. We have 2 month passes left. If you use code Parlay, you'll get it for 70% off. Obviously, I have a free plan as well if you guys just want to hop on there and get in my Discord. We have 2 year passes left as well. If you redeem code SWEEP, you'll get 90% off of those. And then we have day passes, 3-day passes, or a week pass as well. So take advantage of those. Couple promos before we get into it. We got BETR. Use code BANDIT. Your first entry up to $250 is risk-free. Sleeper, code BANDIT. After your first $5 entry, you're going to get $55 for free from Sleeper. We got DABBLE, code BANDIT25. I said this on the last video, but I need to change this graphic. Instead of $10 for free now, they give you $25. So just creating an account with my code. You don't even have to make a deposit at all, and that you're gonna get $25 for free. And then the last one, Sports Millions, code BANDIT, deposit $10. You're gonna get $50 for free. Let's get into the free picks, guys. So first one, we are taking Quentin Grimes over 24.5 points plus rebounds. He's hit this in 5 out of his last 5. Only 7 out of his last 10. 7 out of his last 10, 70% clip. That's super solid. But only 8 out of his last 20. The reason I still like this is because the entire Sixers team is just completely dismantled. So he's going to be getting a lot more playing time. And I mean, quite frankly, he's kind of been going off the last few games. I mean, he had 59. He had 46 points and 13 rebounds last game against the Rockets. The game before that, 28 points, 2 rebounds, 29 points, 4 rebounds, 35 points, 7 rebounds, and 25 points, 1 rebound. So he's been going nuclear. So we're going to ride the hot hand. Quentin Grimes over 24.5 points plus rebounds. The next one, we're going to take Tobias Harris over 9.5 points. We're going to run it back. He's hit this in 4 out of his last 5, 9 out of his last 10, 18 out of his last 20, 48 out of 65 on the year, hitting at a 74% clip. Obviously, you guys can tell here this is an alternate line, so it should be free money. Obviously, nothing's ever completely free when it comes to gambling, but this is about as free as it gets. So we're going to use this as a juicer, okay? And then the last one, we are rocking with Tyler Hero under 4.5 rebounds. So he's gone under this line 3 out of his last 5, 6 out of his last 10, 11 out of his last 20, and 26 out of 65 on the year. I know that the season stats, they don't look great, but over the last 5, he's hitting at a 60% clip. Over the last 10, a 60% clip as well. The reason why I like this one so much is because if we look over here, they're playing the Pistons. The Pistons give up the least amount of rebounds in the entire NBA. Okay, and if we look at shooting guards specifically, they give up the second least amount of rebounds in the entire NBA. So I don't know what it is, but whoever plays the Pistons, they're not getting that many rebounds. That must mean that the Pistons, they aren't missing many shots, and they just, they slow down the game. They're not like a quick-paced team. So not many rebound opportunities. So that's why I like this one so much. And we're getting pretty good value here. Minus 145, minus 150. I will take that all day long. If you parlay those up, you should get around 2.5, 3x, depending on which books you guys are on. But let's get into the money line parlay. We've been on a heater on these, so let's keep it going. First game, we are taking the Knicks money line over the Spurs. Okay, the Spurs are banged up. Wembanyama is obviously out for the season. I want to say De'Aaron Fox. Let's double check this. I'm pretty sure De'Aaron Fox is out for the season as well. Let's see here. Knicks Spurs. So De'Aaron Fox is out for the season as well. The Spurs are pretty banged up. I know Jalen Brunson is not playing. I don't care. The Knicks are a much better team, and the Spurs are honestly pretty banged up. So that's going to be the first leg. The second leg is going to be the Thunder money line. They're playing the 76ers, who are also banged up. Embiid's out for the season. Paul George out for the season. Tyrese Maxey's out. So this should be an easy winner. And it's at home, so Thunder on the money line. That's the second leg. And then the last one to cap it off, we're taking North Texas college basketball. This is the NIT bracket. Okay, they're playing Furman. Furman's not like a great team. Obviously, North Texas, they're not like insane either, but North Texas is a much better team. They have a much better offense than Furman. They should win by double digits. So if you parlay these up, you're going to get about minus 105, pretty close to even money. I absolutely love that play. So make sure you guys lock these in before the lines move. And let's cap this thing off with the Hail Mary parlay. So for Wednesday, this is what we're rocking with. We're taking the Rockets on the money line, the Pacers, the Pistons, the Knicks, the Timberwolves, the Thunder, the Cavs, and the Suns. Those are all for the NBA slate. For college basketball, we're taking Xavier, George Mason, North Texas, and SMU. George Mason, North Texas, and SMU, those are all the NIT tournaments. Xavier is playing Texas. That's just a normal playing game for March Madness. And then for NHL, we're going with the Avs and the Wild. All of those on the money line. Parlay those up. You should get around 114x on your money. Throw a couple bucks on it. Have some fun with it. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you smash that like button for me and show some love in the comments. We will see you on the next one. Peace.